Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry, I know I was meant to say this out this morning, so I know it's late. Today we're doing upper bodies. I hope you've got your tins or weights, whatever it is you need ready. We're going to do repeating exercises today. So I know a few of you said you really, thank you for the feedback, by the way, really enjoyed the video yesterday on the legs. So let's get going with upper body. Listen to your body, choose weights that are sensible for you. If it gets too much, put weights down. If you feel you can go heavier, okay? All right, so we're going to start with chest and tricep today, and you're going to need weights and a wall to use, okay? You can use glass, but make sure it's strong enough to hold you. So the first one is wall press-ups, all right? Hands facing in slightly so you hit the chest, stepping back, and you're breathing in to go forwards and exhale to push away. Make sure you don't collapse between the shoulder blades as you're coming forwards, all right? So think about your shoulder girdle stability. I'm still a little bit away from the wall, but that's because I've got a bench in the way. For those of you who want to make it slightly easier, just step a little bit closer to the wall, all right? But you're working on feeling this muscle here, the pec muscle working. Arms are working as well. So we're only going to do about 12 to 15 reps, because then we're going to change it to hand position to work the triceps, and then do a shoulder exercise, and then you repeat it again, okay? All right, so that's for the chest, and now we move to the triceps. The hands face upwards and the elbows tuck in. So you're aiming to get those upper arms to come closer to your waist. Same technique with the breathing in and out. I've got my abs engaged, my glutes engaged, and my shoulder girdle stabilized. That means just engaging the muscles around the shoulders. If you suffer with your wrists, or a little bit closer to the wall, so you're not putting too much weight through your wrist. If you can hear my neighbor, I apologize. Hopefully she's not going to start fighting with her boyfriend right now, because that does happen. All right, so shoulders from here. You're going to press the weights up and breathe in to bring them back down. Bring them slightly forwards in front of you rather than directly up, okay? So forwards and in. Breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. My core is engaged, I've got my abs engaged, my glutes engaged, as always. I've not put any music on, because I just don't want my voice to get lost amongst the music, so obviously you can watch this and put your music of your choice on at home. My choice of music may not be yours. Okay, let's just do a couple more here. And then the weights go down, and we're going to repeat again. The chest press against the wall, breathing in and out, squeezing between the shoulders. Same technique as before. Be careful you don't bring the shoulders up too close to the ears, that you're not doing this with the shoulders well. So you're doing drop the shoulders down. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more here. And then we're going to switch the hand position, ready to do the triceps again, so that you're aiming to get the forearms towards the wall, but you don't actually rest on the wall, all right? You're getting close, so I can now feel my triceps, the back of my upper arms starting to work. This is an area, girls, that you know, you refer to them as the bingo wings. If we don't keep these triceps toned up, every time we wave or raise our arms, we get this upper arm wobble that's not great. So back to the shoulders again. From the shoulders, exhale up and in, inhale down. I'm very impressed. Cameron is holding the camera, and so far there's no movement. This is what I'm going to do in future, to keep him to sit still for 20 minutes. I'm going to hold the camera. Yeah. Okay, 5 more. 4, bless him, I've told him he's not even allowed to speak either. 3, 2 more, 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, so you can just give that a little bit of a shake out. That's your first set of exercises. We're now going on to biceps, and staying with the shoulders, but with forwards and lateral raises. So we're going to mix up 4 exercises here. We're going to start with the bicep. And we're going to do a hammer curl. That means this is the position with the dumbbells. Then they stay in that position. Sometimes you do the twisting one, which we will do afterwards. Now the trick with this one is when you bring the dumbbells up is not to bring them so high that the elbows kick forwards, All right, you want to keep the upper arms fairly still beside your body. Now, if you are struggling with the weights, you'll find that you might start to use your back, and I don't want that. And that's what we tell people, because they kind of do this at the top, and we don't want that. So you need to be able to lift the weights all the way up and down without using the back. If you find that you're using your back, engage your abs and buttocks and see if that stops that. And if it doesn't, lower your weights a little bit. All right, last one. Now these weights are quite heavy, and you might need to adjust the tin size that you're using for the next muscle group, because they're not as strong as the bicep, especially in girls. We're going to do lateral raises. So this is a weaker muscle group, so that's why I've gone lighter. The goal is to bring it up to kind of shoulder height, all right, with a little bit of a twist at the top. So exhaling and inhaling. Every time you lift and you're breathing out, you know what I'm going to say, pelvic floor, zip it up, all right? Flatten the belt muscle. I'm just going to do 2 more. And release. Okay, so I'm going to give the shoulders a little rest. I'm going to go back to the heavier dumbbells. You don't have to, you can stay with the same weight as long as it's not too heavy. But we're going to do the twisting biceps. We're going to twist and release. This time the palms face up on the way up and face inwards on the way down. Exhaling and inhale. Same thing as I said before. If you find that you start to use your back like this, the weights are possibly a little bit too heavy for you, the bicep is fatigued, take a little break or go a bit lighter. If you're finding it a breeze and you're chit-chatting away, it means you need a heavier weight next time, okay? All right, so we're going to do 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Then I'm going to go back to the lighter ones, because we're going back to the shoulders, slightly weaker muscle group. And do this one here for forward raises. So we're breathing out and in. Now, people tend to swing with this sometimes. They want to get the weights right up there, so they use their back or they use momentum. You're going to soften the knees, engage the bum, engage the abs. So you really are trying to isolate those shoulder muscles and your core. So take it slow and work with your breathing. I thought we would do the exercises on the terrace today, because I'm sure you're all sick of looking at 4 walls. It's nice to be aware that I'm outside in the fresh air on my terrace. 2 more. Last one. And release. Okay, we're going to repeat all that again so we really get these arm muscles working here. So we're going back to the first bicep exercise, the hammer curl. Now, if this is feeling too much, I know you guys are all strong and you'll be breezing your way through all of these, no problem. But if you think, oh my God, I'm not doing that again, that's fine. You can just sit and watch, or just skip forwards to the next muscle group, where we're going to be doing triceps again, and some exercises for the back. All right, so you can see I'm sticking with the hammer curl again, no twists, back to the first bicep exercise. Trying to keep my back still by working my core and using the breathing. Yeah, 4 more. 2. And the last one. And release. So again, I'm going to go lighter, because it's important that I keep my technique when I'm demonstrating. Out to the sides and then breathing out. And just at the top, as I explained before, remember it's that little as if you've got holding jugs of water and you're just pouring a little bit of the water out at the top of the range. Just that little bit of inward rotation. No swinging, not lifting too high. Just nice sensible range of motion. 3 more. Oh, bless you. She sneezes next door too. Last one. And release. Back to the biceps with the twist. So facing inwards to twisting the palms to face upwards. Exhale and inhale. Remembering zipping up the pelvic floor. Every breath out, Engage the pelvic floor, relax the pelvic floor. So we're trying to multitask. You two guys, multitasking as well. Don't forget your pelvic floor, boys. So I said I'd send Alan Nielsen a little message during this because he told me he did the leg workout yesterday. Seeing as he's just had major heart surgery 3 weeks ago, he's doing so well. I told him he could do the arm workout today, but without the weights. So Sue, hopefully he's behaving himself and doing as he's told and just doing the range of motion with the arms without the weights. One more. And release. Then the last one, we're back to the shoulders forward raises. Again, breathing out. So the other thing is that it's nice for me, it's motivating to me if on Facebook, if you are watching these videos and you are doing them and you are enjoying them, please do leave me a message on Facebook itself, on the Bodywise Pilates page where the video is posted, and let me know, let me have all your comments, any ideas, any workouts you would like, anything like that, and yeah, we'll keep these coming for you. 2 more. Last one. And release. Okay, so that's that second group of exercises done. Just have a little shake out. I'm just going to sneak a quick sip of water. And we're going now to triceps, excuse me. And working posterior muscles of the shoulder and a little bit for the back. So the triceps, not a particularly heavy weight. You're going to bend over, so make sure I'm not going to break the glass window. Bend over, engage the abs, tuck the upper arms on the outside of your body, and you're kicking back, exhaling and inhaling. Yeah, if you find that puts a little bit of strain on the back, well, you can just put 1 foot forwards and bend your knees a little bit more, spread the workload through your legs so you're not having to work to the lower back to hold this bent over posture so much. It's up to you. But it's very important. What people tend to do with this is they let this upper arm do this. We want to keep it still against the side of your body and just extend and bend your elbows. I'm going to do just 4 more. The second time we do the triceps, I'm going to give you an alternative, but if you don't like the tricep dips on the bench, which I know a lot of you don't, you can just come back to doing these again, but I'll explain that when we get there. Okay, so from here now we're going to work these posterior muscles of the shoulders. I'm just realizing we bend over, hopefully you're not going to get too much of a cleavage shot here. Knees here, hands underneath, and you're going to bend over and you're lifting the arms out to the sides, breathing out and breathing in. Now you can see I'm not hunching my shoulders, I'm keeping the shoulders back and down, and I'm just keeping the elbows soft and bringing my elbows to below shoulder height. And I'm focusing on feeling the muscles between my shoulder blades working. I have my abs engaged, don't just be bent over here letting everything hang loose. Pull everything up. 3 more. 2 and 1 and release. Oh, I'm actually getting a bit of a sweat on. Hope you guys are too. So like I said, going back to the triceps, I'm going to do tricep dips. If you don't want to do these, go back to the exercise we did previously and do these again. Okay, if you suffer with your wrists, you don't want to do these, it's absolutely fine. If you'd like to do dips, you need to sit kind of on your thumbs with the fingers wrapped around, bring your bottom off the bench, and you're dropping down and up. Okay, now the trick with this is please do not drop this low. That puts way too much strain on your shoulders. Okay, you need to make sure that you're only bringing your shoulders and elbows level. Try not to push through your feet, okay? I am trying to keep my weight as much as possible really into my arms, and also keep your back and your bum close to the bench. Breathing in and out. If you feel after 5 or 6 of these you're tired, stop, pick up the dumbbells and do the tricep kickbacks. 1 more and relax. Okay, so the last exercise for the back, and then we're just going to repeat these and then you're done with your upper body workout today. Our bent over rows. I'm going a little bit heavier with this because it's a stronger muscle. through. So we're going to bend over with the legs in this position. Okay, and we're going to start with the dumbbells in this position here, and then I'm going to twist them as I pull my elbows back. So I'm going inhale down, exhale, twist and pull. The goal is to really squeeze between the shoulder blades. Excuse the running commentary from my neighbour next door. Exhale and inhale. Now, again, I've got my abs pulled up. I'm actually really engaging my buttocks as well. You kind of can just stand here and relax, or you can really think about your posture and how everything is pulled up. Breathing out, breathing in. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Okay, and we're going to repeat those 4 exercises again. A little bit of stretching, and you're done. So we're going back to the tricep kickbacks. Okay, so from this side, this time, kicking back, abs pulled up, upper arms tucked in against the side of my body. I have my buttocks engaged, and every time I kick back, I'm pulling up my pelvic floor. So think about everything, the rest of your posture, what your shoulders are doing, neck tension, things like that. Make sure that you're really focusing on the area you're working at, you're not tight and tense anywhere else. 2 more. 3. And release. And then we're back to seated for the bent over flies. So towards the edge of the seat, over, hands underneath, coming up and squeezing between those shoulder blades. It's very important not to get speed on and lift and lower the body and swing, to keep the upper body stabilized and feel where you're working. Now I know a lot of you keep going with these, just listen to what I'm saying, suffer with tension here in the trapezius. You are going to feel it here, but you need to work those muscles. What you need to make sure is you don't over fatigue and start to tense like this. So you are going to feel it. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing it. There's a difference between fatigue and discomfort and pain, as always, okay? 3 more. 2. And 1. And then, again, I'm going to do the dips. If you did them last time and thought, oh, no way, I'm not doing those again, go back and do your kickbacks. Exactly the same technique, upper arms against the side of your body. And kickbacks, for those of you who are happy to do the dips in this position here. Once again, don't dip too low. Be careful with your range. Try not to drive through the feet. You see I'm really trying to drive up through my hands. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Pelvic floor engaging, releasing. For you guys who've been doing circuits with me for a while, hopefully you'll be maybe doing this exercise, combining it with the video from yesterday if you want a longer workout. As I post more videos, you can obviously mix and match them and get longer workouts. And release. Last one. Heavier weights, bent over rows. This position again, facing that backwards with the palms, pulling them to face each other as you pull back. Bum engaged, abs engaged, pelvic floor, zip up every pull out. Tomorrow what I'm going to be doing is an exercise regime, more for just gentle moving, mobilizing the spine, getting some stretching going. And then the following one, we'll do a bit more of a get the heart rate up, cardio one, where we'll combine some legs and arm exercises. We'll do 1 more. And release. And then you do need to stretch this out. So you need to stretch your chest by interlocking your fingers, gently opening the chest and lifting the arms a little bit. Okay. For the back, engage the abs and reach forwards. Really feel like you're spreading the shoulder blades, round the shoulder blades. All these muscles ease out. And then for the arms, for your shoulder, bring one arm straight across the back of the hand, pull it across here. So you're getting a nice stretch through here for the lateral raises that you did. And then the same thing, the other side. And for your tricep, lift the arm, gently push from the front. Those of you a bit more flexible can push. Make sure you're not pulling right on the tip of the elbow. And then the other side. And you're done. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Do let me know. Like I said, please message me. It helps motivate me. Let me know what you're enjoying, what you'd like to see more of, exercises you'd like to do. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.